Peace, love, and light, my beautiful gods, my goddesses, and your majesties. Okay, real quick, listen. This message is for my parents and for my grown adult children. You cannot keep on dragging your parents for your childhood. You do not realize parents did the best that they were able to do when they were parents to you. See, a lot of times we don't realize that our parents were never taught how to be parents. Their parents weren't taught how to be parents. A lot of times, parents weren't even taught how to love. I remember growing up, my grandmother never told me she loved me. I never saw her tell my aunts, my uncles, my mother that she loved them. I always seen her being mean to them. And then I wondered why my mother was mean to me. My mother didn't start telling me that she loved me until I was probably in my 20s. And it's because one day I decided that before we got off the phone, I was going to tell her that I loved her. I forced it on her to the point, and it kind of threw her back because she didn't know how to act. But we eventually performed a habit of telling each other that we loved each other when we got off the phone with each other. And now we always end it with, I love you more. And it has went from me through my siblings, through our whole family, because I started the tone of it. We have to start taking the gems from our childhood. And I know you don't think it was a lot of them. But I remember one of the gems that I got from my mother was she was the first person to buy me a name-bearing pair of shoes. My whole entire life going to school, elementary, all the way up to junior high school, I wore Payless shoes. And I used to get picked on so badly because that's what I had to wear. That's all my mom could afford. And then one Christmas, my mother got me a pair of LA Gears. And I tell you, I was so excited to be able to go to school with a name pair of shoes on and finally fit in with the crowd. Because I wasn't accepted with the Payless shoes on. But now my game had been stepped up. And if it wasn't for my mother, I would have never been able to experience that. So even though she never told me she loved me, even though she was super rough on me, she left me with gems that I can smile about today. Because today it gave me an inspiration to want better things in life. But it also showed me how to still be able to manipulate with what I got. Y'all want to hate y'all parents so badly that you would sit up here and hold on to those little hiccups. And they're little hiccups. Because I believe and I trust that a lot of y'all didn't go without a hot meal on the table. A lot of y'all didn't go with a roof over y'all head. A lot of y'all didn't know when the bills was cut off or when y'all was about to get evicted. A lot of y'all didn't know that. Or maybe she had to give you up and give you to someone else to raise you because she knew in her heart she wasn't capable of it. And you mad at her because she chose to let you have life because she knew she couldn't give it to you. Shame on you. And parents, stop letting these kids starting today drag you for what you were capable of doing. You did what you were capable of doing. You made decisions that you thought were the best decisions for you and your child at that moment. Don't second guess your decisions. You did what you had to do because you were probably raised by broken parents or broken grandparents. Do you know that back in slavery days, showing affection and love will get your family members taken from you and sold off to other plantations? So we had to act, not we, I'm sorry, but they had to act like they had no love for each other so that they would not be separated. And this was something that was passed down from generation to generation. It seems like when you show love, somebody always wants to take it from you. Honey, go out here and fearlessly love on your parents, because if it wasn't for them, you would not be here. You would not have life. You would not be even sitting up here with this attitude that you got going on. You cannot sit up here and at least say, thank you for giving me life, for giving me purpose, because you don't realize The longer that you hold on those childhood traumas that you claim your parents inflicted on you, you bring them into your adulthood and they become adulthood traumas. And then you inflict them on your kids. I was a parent who didn't know how to show love and affection. But what I did know how to do was survive. And we survived. And because of that, some of my children don't think I was a good parent because I couldn't show love, or maybe because I did a couple bumps in the road. But you are an adult now, and you wouldn't have became an adult, a successful adult, a non-successful adult, wherever you at on your journey, if your parent did not push you out. If your parent did not carry you for nine months or however many months, you don't know the pain that they endured. And for the mothers that had to give up their children, I take my hat off to you, because I know that is a pain that nobody would never be able to understand. But because you loved your child more than you loved yourself, you was willing to allow someone else who can probably give them the proper life that you felt they deserved. And that's why you let them go. And that's your story, and that's what you're going to stand on. But today, we are ending this abuse that these children are inflicting on their parents. Love your parents. Pray for your parents. Even if your parents are still all mean and whatever they are, still pray for them and love on them, honey. You missing your whole task and your assignment. Your task is not to get emotionally involved in these broken people's emotions. Your task is to recognize and be aware that this person is broken and you are more powerful than their brokenness, and you're supposed to be out here praying and asking God for their divine love and healing. But yet and still, you get emotionally involved in their hurt, and then you become hurt and you can't perform the task. And now the whole world messed up because you were sitting here to spread light and love, and you can't do it because you want to get emotionally entangled in this chaos. You were born for a purpose. You were born to love. And if love was something that you was lacking, honey, that gives you more power to go out here and spread it. If you didn't receive love, why would you turn to hate? You're supposed to go out here and spread it, because you know what love is, because you said you didn't get it. Obviously, you know what it is. You know what it is because you didn't get it. So if it's something that you know you didn't get, then you must know what it feels like. So how about you go out here and you teach others how to love? Get on task. But beating down your parents, we're not standing for it no more. I'm standing up for the parents. I'm standing up for the parents because enough is enough. We did the best that we could do with the tools that we had. And if that was not good enough for you, then honey, that's your problem. That's no longer mine. And then I want you to pray for yourself. Pray for your healing and forgive yourself for holding on to a grudge like that. How could you not love your parents? The person that gave you life, the person that gave you wisdom. No matter what it was, good, bad, or ugly, honey, you wouldn't be out here being a hustler if it wasn't for your mama showing you how to hustle. Your mother was your first teacher. Your daddy was your first teacher. Your daddy would go out here and get it by any means necessary. Your mama would sit up here and get on that phone and call them bill collectors and give them a song and dance and get them lights and gas cut on and get a little extension for you. They taught you how to be the hustler that you out here trying to be, and you won't even pay homage to your teachers. Shame on you. From this day forward, we are spreading love. We are spreading light, because that is what we are here for. No more beating down. We've been beat down enough. Love your parents, no matter good, bad, or indifferent. Because I tell you, they born you because they loved you. And you would never understand how much they do. Now have an amazing day.